Welcome to the Mad King's Diary, number 4. I have a very, very special guest, my best friend, best man at my wedding, guy I've known for way too long, my pal Joshua. Thank you for
Yo,
joining
yo,
us
yo.
today on this special occasion, sir.
I feel so honored.
You're my first guest on this, so
It's exciting.
You know, I just kind of a little background. I know you have kind of seen me doing these videos. I think I'm going a little stir crazy, so I'm just trying to make stuff. Obviously, you can tell I don't do my hair anymore. Don't care about my personal appearance.
No.
So, I don't know. Now,
No.
his beard is what I feel mine looks like when I look in the mirror.
It looks identical for sure.
Exactly. I'm glad you realize this. 'Cause some people
Yeah.
don't, and it's very upsetting.
It's the
Um,
eyes. It's just the way it looks because your chin, your jawline, it just. Well, actually, I don't think it grows in right here, does it?
no, it goes in like Joe Dirt, all like trashy like that. Kind of like
Joe
Joe
Dirt.
Exotic would be if he grew it out. You know what I mean? So today I thought we would mess around. Or no, Josh, tell us a little bit about yourself. Hear a little bit about Josh.
What you want to know, bud? What
Well,
do you want?
so Josh, me and you've been friends for, oh God, I
I don't
don't
know.
even know.
I don't know. It's been a long time. Been since we
Long
used to
time.
ride bicycles around the neighborhood, man.
So on that note, I thought, we would bring it back to nostalgic of bringing back toys, like top favorite toys as a child that
Mm-hmm.
you love.
Yep. I still love toys.
Yeah, you
Bring
just
them
have
up.
bigger toys now, right?
Exactly. Yeah, toys are still important, just a little more expensive than they used to be, right?
Yeah. The older you get,
Top
the more
five.
expensive toys get. Yeah. So we'll
Yeah,
start at
top
number 5.
number five. Oh man, shoot, I was thinking of number one already, but number five.
Dude, you can't give it all up at once.
Yeah, that's true. I guess so, huh? Number five. I would have to say,
I'll go first if that helps you.
yeah, you go first, man. I was thinking of the first couple, first the
Number
top.
5 for me, it wasn't even really a toy, and this is gonna sound weird. I don't know why it meant so much to me. Maybe this is why I like these so much now. But shoes, I had an Alf shoe. You remember the show back in the day, Alf?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had shoes. They were Alf shoes back in the day, and I thought they were the coolest shoes ever as a kid. I know it's not really a toy, but we're going nostalgic, so that's my number 5.
Was it like an actual like an Alf head, or did it just have
No.
like Alf on the shoe?
It looked like a Chuck, like a Converse, like a high top, and then the little patch was an Alf,
Yeah.
and they were like
Oh,
purple or something. They were lit.
huh. Purple. Dude, I'm thinking like, what did I play with when I was a kid, right? And I'm like thinking in my head of the things I used to play with, and then it came in my mind. I'm probably gonna feel. I'm gonna regret saying this. Rollerblades.
What?
I'm putting rollerblades as
how
number
did I
five. Dude.
how did I never know that you used to fruit boot?
Five. Who didn't fruit boot, bro? Oh
I
my god.
never fruit booted.
Yeah, right. Oh my
They made
god,
fun of me on the show. Nobody had never heard of fruit booting.
dude. You don't know how many like 10, 11-year-old girls when I was 10, 9. I was young, dude. I used to be picking up girls at the skating rink, all rollerblading and stuff, dude. Dude. You know that right foot stomp?
Yeah. Left foot. No. Left. Take it back.
Dude,
Right.
I used to try to take those things to the skate park, man. I'd drop in from that half pipe and, onto my face.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you realized that biking was a better option.
Dude, we got to step it up after that, man. You
Mhm.
only go up from fruit booting.
That's true. I'm just glad that you know that term because when I said it on the podcast, everybody made fun of me. Like, They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. No,
Because those bikers, man.
I know. I
You're-
said
you're-
bikers and skateboarders hated one another.
Yeah.
Second, a rollerblader came. It was like mutual. Everybody pounced on.
Everybody just hated the rollerbladers. That's like scooters now. I feel like everyone hates on the scooter kids.
Yeah, like nobody likes scooter kids.
Well, then you had soaps, right? Remember the soaps?
Oh, I forgot about soaps. Yeah, they were like those heavy shoes, and they just had like a little curve that you could like grind on like curbs.
Yeah.
And stuff. I remember those.
Yeah, rails. People used to run around jumping on rails and stuff.
Dude, that's hilarious. I totally forgot about those soaps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. Oh, well, I had a personal beverage delivered.
Delivered?
Oh,
Hey.
that's Champs, an Italian soda.
That's funny.
Awesome. So that was your number 5. So my number 4, God, I don't know why I keep not like actually naming toys, but it was probably my X-Men like trading cards, like the cards back in the day. I was super into that as a kid.
Yeah. I had those. I had Pokemon cards at one point.
Oh, I remember that. That was in like 6th grade. Those were real popular for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like 5th, 6th grade, or no. Yeah, something like that. I was a little younger, I think.
Younger than me.
Yeah, whatever.
We laughed.
But I think 4, this might sound weird to people. I think number 4 for me is going to be video games.
Wow. What is there a video game or a system or?
Well, back then, I mean, what I had, so I think I had
Super or PlayStation?
Xbox. I think my brother had Super Nintendo, but I didn't get to play it that much. But then I think I had Xbox when Xbox first came out. So the first Xbox, and I had a couple games. I remember I had Matt Hoffman.
Oh, dude, love that game.
Yeah, I think I had a Sega too. I think I had a Sega Genesis back in the day. So I had a decent amount of consoles, but I just couldn't get too into them. I don't know. I wouldn't play them that much. I would always like find myself outside or something, or playing with other stuff. But video games just weren't that big for me.
That's a good number 4. My number 3 would probably be basketball. I played a lot of basketball as a kid. Especially like I was a super big Kings fan. I was all about it. Watching Jay Will and like the Kings back in the day, that was huge for me. I had to play church basketball because it wasn't good enough to play like on an actual team because I was that terrible.
Me too.
My one claim to fame is I shot a buzzer shot that actually went in. We won the game. That was the one highlight I ever had in basketball. And it was the church league, so can't really say it was that good. So
yeah, but that's a once in a lifetime shot, man. That's something.
And I still hold on to that.
Yeah.
8-year-old buddy is still holding on to that dream. So
you're saying there's a chance. Number 3, I think my number 3 would be Legos.
Really?
Lego? What do you mean, really? What do you expect it to be number 1 or something?
I was expecting it to be a little bit higher on your list. Now, me as a poor wee lad, I didn't get Legos. I had always dreamed of Legos.
Oh,
but Mammy didn't buy me.
I used to say, my dad had, remember like, man, I don't remember when those came out, 70s, maybe like early 80s or something. They had those glass blocks. They were like blocks. People used to use them for their houses and stuff. It's like walls or like showers. My dad would get me a glass block and he'd cut a hole in the top of it, or like a little slit, and he used to be my piggy bank, and I'd have money in this piggy bank, and when I'd fill it up, I'd smash that thing open, and I'd take all the money and I'd go buy Legos or something with it.
That's awesome. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're those big glass, like square pieces.
Yeah.
Badass.
Mm-hmm.
Papa Don. My number 2, I don't even know. My number 2 would probably be another sports related thing was probably football. I played football every day with a group of kids in my class all the time.
Where?
Oh, what up, Downright Nerdy? Thanks for checking in. Trying this stream life. Not very good. Obviously, you can tell I'm not as camera ready as you guys are. One of our fellow podcasts. Shout out to them. Check out their podcast. It's amazing. But yeah, that's my number 2 is a football.
Football. All right. Number 2, I would go with Hot Wheels. Number 2, Hot Wheels Matchbox cars. Dude, I was addicted, man. My mom used to take me to like what was it? Is it KB Toys or something like that? What was that called?
Yeah, over there by Target.
Yeah. My mom used to take me there, and we'd go through the dollar bin when they had the sales, and we would like just pick out all the cool cars and stuff. Just dollar, all of it. We spend like $50 there. Probably not that much. Probably like 10, but.
Doesn't it bug you how cool Hot Wheels are now? Like all the tracks and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
way cooler now.
Oh yeah,
like all crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to set them up on the driveway and like race them down the driveway. Those things were fun, man. I love those things. I still love them. I wish I bought some that I didn't like want to open. Like I'd have them for like I planned to have them forever, and I only last like 3 or 4 days, and I'd open them up and play with them. I had to play with them.
Yeah,
but they were like they look like the ones that might be collectibles and stuff, or like the nice ones.
You dropped me.
I'm back.
All right, my number 1, and this one should be easy because this was the best thing imaginable for a kid to get. Was my first bike.
Dang it.
When I got my first bike, life was like, it was like a dream. I remember being like, I'm going to the store. I'm out of here. Like that was the coolest feeling of being like, I'm going to go to my friend's house. I'm going to go here. And it was pretty much you come home when the street lights are on.
Yep. Yeah. How old were you when you got your first bike? Like 2-wheel bike, like no training wheels.
God, I can't even remember. Now I remember the first time I got a really cool bike.
Yeah.
I begged my dad for the GT Mach 1, which you remember that bike.
Oh yeah.
I begged my dad. Like I was like, Dad, all my friends make fun of me. I'm not that cool. Like, let me get this cool bike and I'll be better. The only thing is I don't know why I picked the Mach 1. I think because it was chrome and it was real fast and it looked cool.
Oh yeah.
But I was always jealous of Brandon's bike growing up. He had the Lavin. I always wanted that bike.
Yeah.
That or the GT Thumper, which I have now.
Yeah. Yeah, the Thumper was bad. Yeah, I'd go with number 1 as a bike too, for sure. 100%. Or I don't know, it's between a bike and a dirt bike. Because I had dirt bikes. Dude.
I'm jealous of that.
I was man, I don't remember. I think I started with an 80. I didn't even start with a 50. I went straight to an 80. And I could barely touch the ground. I remember my dad never told me to not pull the front brake when you're going full speed.
No way. You were just
dude, it was straight shoulder, face, ground, flying, dude. Oh man, it was crazy. I went straight down.
I can see your dad right now, like, yeah, he'll learn.
He was videotaping. There's a video somewhere.
Dude,
he was laughing. I was crying. I thought I died. Dude, that was the funniest thing ever. But no, same. I'd say bike. I think what I had a GT It was and I forget what it was, but it was like Chrome 2, I think, but it was a race bike. It was a badass bike, and I left it out front of my neighbor's house one time where I was inside for like an hour. Came out, gone, dude, gone. Oh, my dad was so pissed.
Chrome bikes back then were money, dude. Like those were the coolest things.
Mm-hmm. That and then it had that Nyquist.
I remember the Nyquist.
The X2. Couldn't afford the X3, but I got that X2. It was worth it.
It was white.
Yeah, it was white. Yeah, that was a good bike, man. That was cool. But yeah, that's when I met you too, and Brandon. We were riding those dirt jumps. The man, I don't remember what we called those jumps though, but
the ones in Old Elk Grove.
No, the ones by Brandon's house. Remember they had the couch jump?
No, I remember that.
Yeah, they had that couch jump.
And then the ones up of Elk Grove Boulevard and
tracks.
Yeah, the train tracks back there.
Yeah.
I remember hitting both of those.
Dude, I still think it's crazy, man. You think about that. We used to ride from Laguna, go all the way to like Old Elk Grove, and we ride all the way back to like Laguna West.
And if people, back to the, for people that don't really know Elk Grove, that's probably 4 or 5 miles one way, and then about 5 miles back. But then we would go farther down. So you're talking about the whole day. We probably rode around 12 to 15 miles a day.
Yeah, easily.
But
we would ride that far to ride. Mm-hmm. Like we'd go to a place, and we'd ride all day at a spot, and then we'd ride all the way back home.
Yep.
Crazy. It's crazy. I didn't know actual sports.
No. And that's how I stayed rail thin. That was the only way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I collect bikes now. I don't really ride them anymore. I just collect them.
To look at them when you were like, yeah, at a simpler time. This is when it was good.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's all the time we got today. Josh, thank you for coming on. It really makes it a lot easier getting through the time when you have a friend on.
Yeah, I didn't really realize we're at 17 minutes already.
Yeah, we've been just jamming away, you know what I mean? Talking it up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you ever want to come back, you let me know. All right?
Be back.
All right, you guys have a good day, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks, Josh.